Right guys, what's good? New patch dropped and they have completely changed map objectives, which is cool. So the biggest change is obviously going to be the urn and the new rift. So I'm going to quickly show you a guide to how to deal with these new urns. So the biggest part for me anyway is that you can now use any abilities while using them. So if I pick it up, also you might notice that I can't drop it now as well. But the main thing is that I can use any abilities I want. So if I just go into cat form, I can literally just deliver this as a cat on Calico, which in my opinion is a bit crazy, to be honest. There's a lot of things that are going to come out of this. My early opinions is probably my early estimations are probably going to be Holiday Calico are going to be pretty good on this. One thing as well to bear in mind is that I am pretty sure it doesn't work with Doorman. It's a shame. I think he forces the urn to be dropped when you go through a door, which sucks. But yeah, anyway, the guide that you're going to want to the way to deal with this basically is that if you are on Calico, who I think is going to be very strong at doing this, Veil Walker, Trophy Collector, when stacked up, you are going to be pretty ridiculously fast. I might do a quick example actually. Right, so I'm just going to buy Enduring Speed and Veil Walker, and let's see how quick this is. So I do have, I need to obviously use the Veil Walker as well. So obviously if we do this, just run through here. Yeah, we're going pretty quick, and obviously as well, they can't see me on the map when I'm doing this as well. So I'm going to say now the reason why they've done this is because the souls you get from urns now are far less. Far less. Are they still worth doing? Absolutely. Obviously, any souls you can get for your whole team is just going to be worth it. So don't like neglect these just because they're giving less souls, but they are not the objective that you're going to have to be rotating to now every single time it's up. So that's the urn changes. A lot of stuff is going to go on there, especially with check out some of the characters with good movement. So obviously Key One, Holiday, Viscous, any of the ones that have just stupid movement abilities. Try out some of those. There's going to be a lot of ways to manage with the urn now. So the next thing I want to go over is the new rift. So that's the big thing that everyone's excited for, and they thankfully put a little command line that we can do to just spawn this in now. So as you can see, this is when it starts to spawn in. So you're going to need clear communications between your team for when this is happening, because no one knows this is going to be here. It doesn't appear on the map, and there's, this is when. So okay, well, so when that text comes up on the screen, everyone sees that, and now it's on the map. Beforehand, though, you've got to get someone on your team to combat, because otherwise there's no way of really knowing. So yeah, as you can see, it is like starting to spawn in, and what's going to happen is it's just going to turn into King of the Hill again, like the previous end changes. But there's a few differences to how this is going to work. So now it's spawned in, you can see exactly how many souls you're going to get, which is quite nice. This is going to scale depending on how far behind you are and how ahead you are. But another cool thing about this change is you're going to see in a minute once we claim it, it's going to spawn in these Void Troopers. I'm going to say very quickly, these guys are absolutely ridiculous, especially, right, here's another tip, if you put a Rem Trooper on them. These guys become practically invincible because they have double the health of normal troopers, and also so with a Rem on it, it's going to be quite unstoppable. As you can see, they're literally taking the tier 1 Guardian without me even touching it. So these guys are pretty insane. They're just going to storm on and probably do a lot of damage to the Walker. If you're behind, it also spawns more of them as well. So when you have 12 of these guys on an unguarded lane, these guys are just going to shred through an entire team's base if they're not dealt with. They also don't drop souls. So yeah, these things are very worth doing, the rifts. This is the new map objective that you should really be worrying about. Urns, not so much. Do them if you can. If your character have high mobility, just get them done with your team. And yeah, so that's the new map objectives. And yeah, so obviously new patch notes as well. Don't worry guys, a new tier list will be coming. I know you guys loved the last one so much. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.